taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCF's offense will start this game off with the football. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Caught close to the marker. It's Holland. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Denmark. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If you were me, the Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Knights will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
So now it's second and long. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Lets it go to the end zone. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been parked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lee. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He's got his man across the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. He's forced out of bounds, just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest day.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback keeper. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Denmark. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line, it's Robinson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the run. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Got a man. It's Gaines. At the 35, he's And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Denmark. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Knights decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Baylor. On the set.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. That's caught. It's Gaines. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on 2nd down. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Gaines. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Robinson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on, he had it right down down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Caught in the backfield. It's Gage. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wilson to pass. Fires to the big fella. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Knights line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit it in.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play-action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wilson will throw. It's complete to the left. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he drops the throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a...
Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. A designed run for the quarterback.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up. off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks there last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Wilson to pass. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Knights are marching down the field.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Gates. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this. Lofts one high and deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Knights! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Wilson will throw. Finds his big tight end. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Offense gets set for second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Keeps it going. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Denmark. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking for space. It's Robinson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. There's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Wilson to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the grab. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Robinson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternal...
There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UCF.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen?
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns here, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Got a little space. Makes a pass to Marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bears inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that.
And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to